Group right now.
All right, guys, let's get the very latest right now from the Bronx with the Clubhouse Report presented by your local Ford stores. Meredith Marakovich joining us once again. And Meredith, let's talk about the vibe and the mood in that clubhouse and what the players are thinking now moving forward, trying to pile up some wins and get right back into that playoff picture.
Bob, today as a whole was a little bit odd because you did not know what to expect. There's always uncertainty when it comes to the trade deadline, but in speaking with players in that clubhouse last night and earlier today, they were unsure whether the Yankees were going to be buyers or sellers. In fact, Harrison Bader went through his entire BP, came out, and he was going back into the dugout, and he passed two reporters and jokingly said, "Am I still on this team?" His name had been mentioned as a guy being a free agent next after this season that maybe could be dealt. And when I asked Aaron Boone just after 4 o'clock what he anticipated, would they be adding players? Would they be subtracting players? Boone said he knew the front office were making phone calls, talking on some things, but he wasn't necessarily sure what this roster would look like come 6 p.m. As we know, and as you guys noted, for the most part, they kind of just kept the roster that they had. They did add one bullpen piece, but now it's going to be up to the guys on that roster to find a way to perform. They're just 3.5 games back from that third wild card, still very much within their reach. But if they are going to get to the postseason, this offense is going to need to find a way to get the job done. And striking out 30 times over the last 2 games certainly will not get that done. Now, Aaron Judge is back in the lineup tonight. It's the second straight game that he's DHing. Yesterday, you saw him on the base paths going first to third, and he did not look like he was running particularly well. Aaron Judge was very clear in coming back that he was not going to be 100%. It was going to be all about managing the pain, and right now he feels good enough to go. Aaron Boone was asked about what he's thought of Judge since he's been back.
I mean, he's doing pretty well. You know, he's dealing with some soreness and stuff, but good enough to play. But again, it's something we're going to have to, you know, and why it continues to be a fluid situation, and try and, you know, monitor it and deal with it the best we can, and hopefully through it he continues to get better. I mean, that's the hope, that there's that continued healing that goes along with it.
And how has Judge looked to you on the bases? Does he look compromised at all?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, he's not his normal self. You know, I saw the footage of him going first to third where, you know, there's a little hitch in the gait. But I think we expected that, and why we're going to be, you know, cautious with, you know, a lot of days in a row initially, and using the DH obviously. But you know, it's nothing that's alarming to this point. Like, you know, we knew we were dealing with not 100%, and there was going to be some, and hopefully again as we go, hopefully that continues to get better.
Bob and Greg.
Aaron, just following up on that, I mean, he didn't look good running. I'm just wondering, do you think, or do you know that it hurts him to run, or was he running like that because he doesn't want it to hurt? That's the only way to avoid.
Yeah, I think it's probably a little bit of both. You know, like being careful a little bit, you know, but also, you know, making sure he doesn't, you know, get to that excruciating level of pain. You know, I mean, you know, he talked about he's going to have to play through it a little bit, and knows that there's going to be some soreness that goes with that, and we're monitoring that closely.
And the expectation was that Aaron Judge is going to play the field a little bit upon coming back. He did play right field in one game against the Orioles in that first series back, but you wonder if the toe starts to bother him, if they try to DH him more often just to make sure his bat remains in the lineup. But as Aaron Boone said, it is a day-to-day situation. There's going to need to be a lot of dialogue between Aaron Judge, Aaron Boone, and that training staff to try to keep him on the field. So with Judge back in there tonight, batting second and DHing, there is no Giancarlo Stanton, no Harrison Bader. Both of those guys just an evening off, according to Aaron Boone. That brings us to our injury report, brought to you by Morgan & Morgan. Nestor Cortez is still slated to make a rehab start tomorrow. Aaron Boone said he will pitch for the Rail Riders. Of course, anything could happen over the next 24 hours, but it seems as though that is the plan as of now. And Luis Severino is expected to make a start on Friday. When Aaron Boone was asked yesterday, he said everything and anything is on the table right now, but it looks as though he will remain in the rotation for the near future, getting another opportunity to right the ship. One thing we've seen from Severino, he just does not look comfortable on the mound. He has not been able to find his groove. He continues to work with Matt Blake to try to figure out what's been going on with him on the mound, but he has just struggled. He is frustrated, and the Yankees sure could use him in that rotation. We know Nestor Cortez is going to be coming back, but they will have to make a decision as to who the odd man out is going to be. You wonder who it will be going to that pen. The Yankees still have some time to make that decision.
All right, Meredith, thank you. Have a great night. We'll see you with Michael and Nelly in just a little bit. Now